Hi, John Kuzma from EndZoneBlog.com, and I want to talk about the Atlanta Falcons and what they did in the draft. When you look at this team, it's pretty obvious that nobody improved their offensive line during the draft more than the Atlanta Falcons did. They had two first round picks. Actually, they had one first round pick, and then they traded back up into the first round, and they used both of those picks on offensive linemen. We all know that the Falcons' offense is the strong point of their team. They scored 414 points last year. And, Matt Ryan, Julio Jones, Calvin Ridley, those guys make up one of the better passing attacks in the league. So you go and get Chris Linstrom, the Atlanta Falcons. They go and get Chris Linstrom, former Boston College guard, who is a physical player. He's very well-rounded. He can down block and open up a lane for a running back, or he can pull and knock out a defender on the edge. He does it all, and I think he's the better of the two linemen that the Falcons got. He's a guy that's expected to come in and hopefully be a plug-and-play starter, meaning that from day one he will be on the field as a starter at one of the guard positions or wherever they decide to put him. And like I said, this is big because now Matt Ryan's going to have more time in the pocket. And not only does it help the passing attack, it helps the running game as well. So you're getting better in both phases in the game by bringing Chris Linstrom aboard. And he seems to be a guy that can really help out this team in terms of opening up holes, bringing some consistency to the offensive front, and bringing some nastiness too, because you got to be able to get after it and win at the line of scrimmage. I think Lindstrom's really going to help the Falcons. But, Thomas Dimitroff wasn't, satisfied with just Lindstrom. He trades back up into the first round. Also grabs Washington offensive tackle Caleb McGarry. McGarry is a guy that is very good at drive blocking his opponents. If he gets his hands on a defensive tackle or a linebacker, there's a good chance that McGarry is going to win because he's very physical, and when he engages you, he can overwhelm you, use his strength to overpower you, and that ends up being the end of it. Where McGarry needs to improve a little bit is against the speed rush. That's an area where he's lacking a little bit. On film, you'll see in pass protection sometimes when a defense end tries to go wide and turn the corner on him, McGarry doesn't have the speed or the straight back footwork, the drop step, and kind of keep that pass rusher in front of him. But Linstrom and McGarry are expected to come in and help the Falcons revamp their offensive line. And, you never know. Down the line, each of these individuals could be, star players. And Atlanta as a whole, they improved. You got to give them credit because they tuned up a position that they perceived to be a weakness, and really that's what the draft's all about.